everyone. I am Michaela Abernathy. So for our demonstration, we were asked to pick an application and demo it. So for my application, I decided to do ProDiscover Basic. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. This is something I used in another class for a little bit. So I have just as little experience as most people, but because of this project, I've been able to understand it a little more. Okay, so when you first open up the application, you are shown a dialog box. It asks you if you want to create a new project, open a previous project, or view any recent projects as you have currently done. So for this demonstration, we are going to open up a new project. Project number, we're just going to go with number 1. Project file name, we'll go with investigation. And for a description, we'll go with demo. Normally when you make these new projects, you don't have to put a description, but for this sake, we're going to do one. For most investigations and stuff, you might just want to put a little bit about the case there. That way, on your report, you will know. So after the dialog box goes away, you're shown a majority blank screen, and everything's on the left. Right here, this is the project file folder itself. This is report, where you can view the report. It has your number, the description, any image files, disk, anything you add in or mark or find interesting in your searches. Here's where you can add and or remove things. If we drop down this add right here, you can capture and add images, add image files, and disk. We move on to content view. For content view, once you add an image file, it will show up right here, and then you'll be able to drop down in your images. Once you add a disk, you'll be able to drop down here in your disk. And then I'll select a file. This is just any and everything that you've already checked off, because once you've added these things, there'll be little check mark boxes all the way to the left side of this panel. So that will be everything that you checked there. Cluster view is when you've added things in your searches and stuff. Everything will go there, but everything will also be here. So if you did a content search, you would have everything here. It'd be a little drop down. You can click on everything that you've added. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to add an image file. And I'm just going to go ahead and navigate to that file. Most of these files right here, when you upload them, they have to be .eve files, .cmbp files, .pdg and pds, and .dd, .eo1, and so on. Like, you can only add certain type of files to this. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. And we're going to come here to content view and click on our drop down button for our images. And we are going to open up this file here. Okay. Everything that's listed here is everything that's in this file. We have some photos and we have some Word documents, but we're going to talk about these headers real quick. This selection right here is what you can click and unclick and add comments. Yeah, we're not going to add any comments. Sorry about that, but there's the file name, which is the name of the file extension. Most of these seem to not have any extensions noted, but this one does say Word document, and these are pictures. That goes with the size of the document itself, of the file. And then we have some attributes. We have if it's been deleted. We have the date it was created. Also, clicking on these, we'll put them in order or reverse order. We have the date they were modified, the date they were accessed, and the parent folder. Down here we have some random things that you most likely won't need to use in basic cases when learning how to use ProDiscover Basic. Okay, so moving on. Over here on the left hand side, we have some drop down arrows. They're just drop downs of folders within this right here. So what I want to view is the deleted files. I want to view this because if we go back to these main files here, let me just move this down, it says nothing has previously been deleted. So if we just go back over here, hit these deleted files, excuse me, it shows us that there have been files that are deleted. So now we're just going to go and build our report. So for me, we're going to start with these deleted files. Let's open up this first one. It's an image, and it is an image of a gun. So we're going to go ahead and close that out. Make a comment of this deleted image of a gun. We're going to hit OK. And what I also want to do is save a copy of this file. I want to save a copy of this file because it has been deleted. That way it will be in the file folder in which this image file is. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now we have a document here that's been deleted, so we're going to go ahead and open that up. And it seems to be like a little manifesto or something of that nature about hacking. So we're going to go ahead and close that out. Make a copy of that file as well. And then we're going to leave a comment. We're going to put that we downloaded this file. Okay, so we can go see what we've done so far and how we've added those comments to the report. So we're going to click report. We're going to scroll down, and here we have evidence of interest. And it shows everything right here, the start cluster, it's in cluster. The time was modified, the last time it was accessed. It has all the information about the one thing that we've added. So what we're going to do next is we're going to conduct a quick search. You have different searches here. We have the content searches, and you can choose if they're case sensitive or things like that. We have a cluster search where you can do recovering clusters or allocated only. We have registry searches where you only looking for select keys and values and certain data. We have internet search history. You can choose if it's case sensitive as well, or if you just want to match the whole thing entirely. If you want to filter by dates, at the end of every single one of these, you can filter by the dates. So this modified accessed or in between certain dates. So we're going to go back to content search, and this is what we're going to do. For most basic content search, we're just going to search gun because we know that's there. And we're not going to make it case sensitive or anything. So we're just going to click OK. Oh, I'm sorry. You also have to click your disk image. And we only have this one, so we're just going to go with this one. If you had multiple disk images, you would want to make sure that you either select as many as you can, if they all pertain to the investigation, or just the ones that you know you need to search for. Okay, we're going to click OK, and it's going to result our search one here. And it's going to give us the gun. So if we double click it, it's going to take you to where it is. It's in our deleted files right here. It's highlighted. And this is highlighted as well. So now that we've conducted that search, and we've already commented on it, so there's no need to leave another one. So when you click search results here, it will show you what type of searches you've conducted and how many of them you have. So now that we've done that, we're just going to go back to our original folder here. And we're going to look at some more things down here. So we see that we have two images. Let's go ahead and look at those. We have the picture of a kitten that's cut off, and we have a picture of a puppy. So we can just go ahead and mark those. We're going to mark this one because it's unlabeled. This one's named Puppy, so we know what it is. We have a document for the Bill of Rights, which is very questionable. Maybe he's worried about Amendment 2. So we're just going to go ahead and close that out. And we're going to leave comment amendments. Oh, I can't spell. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to go look at our report again. And we see where we can add, where we've added the rest of our evidence. And we can see that we have a total of 4 items total. which could be enough to build a case on if this case was constructed around one thing, like if it was animal abuse with our animal photos, or murder with our gun, or just hacking in general with the manifesto that we found. So other than that, this has been a basic demonstration of ProDiscover Basic and how you can build a simple report.